I'm Lynn Langit for Teaching Kids Programming. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the courseware. So first, starting on our site, if I click Download All Courseware, that takes you to a GitHub repo that's designed for teachers to use in teaching Java in their classes and has a customized version of the Eclipse editor that they download in all of our lesson source code. But there is another repo that backs this. And in case you're watching this and you're a Java developer and you want to make some contributions, you can do that a couple ways. I mean, you can do it in the typical way. You could go to this repo and you could, fork it like the other people have, or I want to just show you another technique. So I'm actually going to switch to a different window here. And in this window, you'll see that we have an organization and we have a source repo that backs this other one. And the difference is this has the answers and this has the implementing classes and that kind of stuff, whereas this is just packaged up for the teachers to use. So if you're a Java developer and you want to make a contribution, you can of course just pull this down, but we implemented something new today that I wanted to share with you. So if you scroll down, there's a little explanation here, talks a little bit about what the library is. It's a logo-like library. And there's actually a reference out to a document that talks about our courseware design principles, which you might want to take a look at. But when you're ready to make a contribution, rather than having to configure and pull everything down and figure out our build process, we enabled this customized factory environment in a product called Codenvy. So I'm just going to click it and show you what it looks like. And you'll see that I'm logged on as somebody else here. So I'm no longer the owner of the repo. And I have a different Codenvy account just to simulate what a non-owner experience would look like. So I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to need to sign in with my other account. And I'm signing into Codenvy, but this also signs me into GitHub. And what's happening here is I have a temporary workspace that's being populated with my GitHub source files, and it knows that I'm not the owner here, so it's going to set up the capability for me to make some changes in the code and then do a pull request. So we have a recipe open, so you guys can take a look at what that looks like, one of our first recipes. And if you click on the runners, it'll actually boot up here in just a second or two, and then I can show you what the first recipe looks like. So here's the runner, so I'll go ahead and open that up. You can see that's running in a simulated Java desktop. And then I'll close that and I'll stop the runner. And then if you want to look into the source code, you can go to the tortoise here and you can go code, quick documentation. That's going to show you the docs that we wrote. But probably if you're wanting to make a contribution, you want to actually look at the source. So you can go code and then go into the declaration. And that's going to take you back into our implementing logic. So you could extend or whatever. So for the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to do something really simple. I'm going to go to the README file, and I'm going to say from a new contributor. And then I'm going to go ahead and go over here to the pull request. And then I'm going to say TKP Lynn and say new request. And I'm going to click contribute. And it's going to ask me if I want to commit. I'm going to say OK. And then what it does is it's created a fork, and then the branch is pushed onto the fork and the pull request is issued. So now if I switch to my other browser, I could just click open in GitHub, but of course in this browser I'm not authenticated as the owner. So I'm going to go ahead and switch browsers here. And then I'm going to just update, and I have to go to the right project. I have to go to the source project. And I should have a new pull request, and there's that pull request. And inside of here, what I can do is, again, I can launch another Codenvy instance to review this, which I'm going to go ahead and do that actually so you guys can look and see what that does. So it's like super convenient, you don't have to pull things down, you don't have to, do all the configuration. I'm going to open up that README file. So now I could just merge that pull request if I wanted to. So I'm the owner on this side. And I'm going to confirm the merge. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back over here and in my README from a new contributor. So it's a pretty super easy way to facilitate contributions, and I wanted to make this quick video so that all of you awesome Java developers out there could help us make even better courseware to teach our kids Java. So this is Lynn Langett from Teaching Kids Programming, and here's our repo, and I love to see your contributions. Thank you very much. Have a great day.